So my name is Ronnie Ebanks. I'm 50 years old. I was born in the Cayman Islands, a little island in the Caribbean. And we were very, very poor. We had about 13 people in our family that lived in this 4-bedroom house. And I didn't know we were poor, really. But looking back, we didn't have electricity, we didn't have water, we didn't have a toilet, we had an outhouse, we had a well we got our water from. I took a bath outside in a big aluminum tub with a pot of cold water and a pot of hot water. I didn't know that we were poor because I had a lot of love in my family. I was raised with love and raised with a lot of women. So that was a great part that didn't let me see. I found out later on, when I was 7 years old, we moved to the United States with a stepfather. My mother remarried a man that was in the islands working. He was from Louisiana, U.S. He married my mom and brought me and my two brothers back to the States with him. I didn't want to come. I cried, screamed, hated it. He was very mean. Because of that, I hated being at home, hated when he was around. I was scared to kind of stay in my room because he was mean. I never know how he would act. My two older brothers, I was the youngest, didn't want me hanging around them. So I was kind of in trouble at school to get attention, kind of. And not real bad things, but just kind of in trouble with the class or the school, and my mom had to come. And, you know, I went through that stage. We all do. All of us do. Mischievous, somebody else is doing something bad, you want to do something a little worse to get more attention or to up him, you know. That's just the nature of us. All boys are like that. You'll get in different kind of troubles, you know. But it's all about choices. Is what you look back now, it's hard for you to understand, but I'll tell you, no matter what happens in your life, it's about the choices that you make. 12 years old, when I started working around the horses, I fell in love. Because they were like my pets. If you ever have a dog or a pet, you know, and you spend time with them, it's like I felt love from them and I loved them. And that changed my life. And I seen from that I could have a career. My mom was worried because I was spending so much time there, and she said to me at 13 or 14, "You're spending too much time, your grades are gonna slip, you better, you know." And I said, "Mom, I love, this is gonna be the rest of my life, I wanna be a jockey." I learned to be a jockey, I became professional. At 15, I got to leave home. And I had to quit school to do it. School, if I could go back and get my education, I have got to go to college and go to real high school and finish high school, because at night, after the 10th grade, I didn't get to go to high school. I did it at night in the classroom. It wasn't the same. School is going to be so important to you later on. You don't realize now, you don't really think now, but let me tell you something. If I could go back now, as successful as I've been, I would go back and get in school, stay in school, and you can be anything you want to be. When I told him I was going to be a jockey, I was 12 years old, they laughed at me. He said, "Show him." That's the revenge. Show him. You can be anything you really, truly decide. If you got no give up in you, you can't go halfway and make it work. It's got to be commitment, complete commitment, and a belief with that commitment. You got to look in that mirror and tell yourself, "I can do this. I don't care what Jimmy said. I don't care what my dad said. I can do it. I'm going to show them." And you can say, "I'm going to show them." And you march to that beat. Get up every day with that work ethic, getting up earlier, staying later, putting that extra time in. Get your education. It would be great to get your education. Y'all know that I'm just a simple kid, was a poor kid that wanted better for himself. And I realized it was going to be up to me. No one in my family was going to teach me. My brothers, my dad, they were always busy, so they didn't have time for me. I didn't let that stop me. Don't you let it stop you. Whatever's in front of you think is your barrier, that's your perception. It's not the truth. It's not the actuality. That's just what you're thinking. Change your thinking, change your action, it will change your results.